fine?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Perfect.
No, it's whatever this is.
Break us out.
Welcome to Palmer Field at DeLacy Park. Not Eagles Field this time. We've had a long day of baseball, but we've got one more game for you here. This is SU versus Bacone. And to get things started, O'Malley gets one quick out on a soft rollover to third. Dario Paredes with the throw over to first, and we are underway. O'Malley's pitch finds the zone for strike one. Up to bat, this is number 28 Robinson for the Warriors. Swing and a miss. O'Malley gets him 0-2. 0-2, barely missed out. 1-2. That one left a little too high. Count evens out. 2-2. Well, if you've been with us through both games so far, we want to sincerely thank you from everyone up here in the booth. It has been a long day of some good baseball as O'Malley gets him swinging strike three. SU came away with a win in their first game today, 5-3 versus College of the Ozarks, who then turned around and played Bacone themselves, getting the win, I believe, 18-2. And now it's SU's turn to finish off the day. Try to get another dub. O'Malley up ahead quickly, 0-2. It's number 11 Bickham at the plate. 0-2 pitch. Right down the pipe. He got him looking. That'll be it for the top of one. Score tied 0-0.
Yeah, Warriors, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody got on base. Up next for the Eagles, it goes Ford, Cox, then Gomez. We move into the bottom of the first, tied 0-0.
We welcome you back to Palmer Field at DeLacy Park. It is the bottom of one. SU versus Bacone getting underway. Leading off for SU, we have Corbin Ford, and on the mound for the Warriors, Dakota Briggs. The right-hander will have a tough job ahead of him facing the top of the Eagles lineup, which has proven today that it can swing the bat. Ford fouls off his first one, count is 0-1. Really, I think that was a big takeaway from the first game was the chemistry between batters all throughout the Eagles lineup.
Yeah, I
Really allowed
completely
them to
agree.
string those hits together. Here's your one. Too high, 1-1.
Eagles right now, I think they just need to hop on them first, get a runs across, get this game going.
This one flied out to left. That's taking the left fielder back at the wall. Goodbye, Corbin Ford. Solo home run to get this one underway. Well, he got the pitch he was looking for, and he didn't miss this time around.
Yeah, just left a little bit too much over the plate. And granted, it probably doesn't help that left center is probably about 350.
A little bit smaller dimensions than we're used to seeing, huh?
Yeah. But granted, he got every bit of it that he needed to and was able to drive it out.
If you were with us for the first game SU played, you'll know that when the Eagles got out up ahead quick, they never looked back.
Yep.
We can expect the same thing here if this keeps up. Up the plate now is center fielder Jake Cox. Cox will take ball one. Just a little bit too high for the umpire's liking. Here's the 1-0. High again, 2-0.
Yeah, pitcher for Bacone, Briggs, he's really got to stay away from that high pitch. I mean, clearly you just saw 3 pitches earlier. He left it high, and Ford was able to get all over that one.
This one skied out to right.
That one's got some carry on it. Yeah.
So that ball drops, and Jake is standing up on second with the double. Now, there hasn't been much wind today, but the tighter dimensions will definitely play a big part of this game.
Yeah, that's very true, especially on this field. It's 350. It's 365 dead center, 335 down right and left, and it looks like maybe probably about 370 right center, just behind right field.
One runner on, no one out. Yours Gomez swinging at the first pitch. It's a ground ball to the shortstop, who fields it cleanly and makes the play. However, Cox did make it to third. So with one out, the Eagles have a man 90 feet. Up walks the cleanup batter, number 35, Dario Paredes. Paredes manning third base today, and he's a bat to beware. Ball one is in the dirt. Part of what makes Paredes such an effective hitter is, aside from his strength, he's got a very good eye at the plate. He doesn't swing at a lot of junk, which is good because sometimes he gets thrown a lot of junk. This one hit high in the air, right side.
Shallow. May get in between them. Yeah, it does.
Jake making his way home. He'll be there easily as the Eagles scratch another run across the board.
Yeah, it was just outfielders for Bacone were really kind of set far back after giving up a home run and that deep double to right center. So they were really playing back further than they would, and it just happened to land right in no man's land.
Up to bat, Joseph Boone. He'll come out swinging. This one hit high towards the first base line, and there's a Warrior there to make the catch. So 2 down for the Eagles in the bottom of 1. They've got a man on first and are up 2-0. Up to bat next, the right fielder, Braden Browning. His first pitch inside, ball 1. After some unfortunate circumstances away in Louisiana, Browning took the field to man down right. But ever since then, he's been a bit of a force to be reckoned with.
Mm-hmm.
He comes out swinging 1-1. You know you've got a good team when everyone that's a normal starter, someone that would normally come off the bench, contributes to a lineup, and that's what the Eagles have in Browning.
That's good. It's very good that you have good depth that can really help the team in the long run, especially when you're playing 55 games in a season. That's just regular season. When you got postseason play, you got maybe 3 games there. Then it depends if you go to the NAIA or the NCCAA. I mean, you're playing multiple games there. So,
Absolutely.
I mean, you almost got like 60-plus games in a year. you need that depth.
That ball skipped away from the catcher, and Paredes takes second, just barely. Good heads-up base running by the third baseman. But as you said, it is a long season, and there is no lack of talent on the Eagles depth chart.
Yeah, because this is baseball, so guys are going to struggle a week, or some week they may take off. It may just be a hot week for them. Sometimes it may be good to have a change, let a guy take a break once in a while, get a new face in there, and see how they do.
Here's the pitch, too low. Browning draws a walk. Runners on first and second, 2 down for the left fielder, Kyler Ayers. Ayers had a big hit early in the first game with a triple. He expects to maintain that power and get something going here. In there for strike 1. Ayers will watch that one outside. Count evens out 1-1. With runners in scoring position today, the Eagles have been quite the threat. Here's a 1-1. Swung on. This one hit deep to center. Center fielder running back towards the wall.
Yeah, that one may be gone.
It's out of here. 3-run home run for Kyler Ayers. And the Eagles' lead just keeps expanding. Quite the hit for the left fielder.
Yeah, Briggs, again, another one just lifted too much out over the plate. And for a bat like Ayers, who has that sneaky power on you, that he just got every bit of that ball, was able to drive it out dead center, right around probably about 380.
Well, we called it with the power in the first game with that triple. And look what Ayers comes back and does in the second game of the day. Here's your ode to the new batter. This is
exactly what SCU needed to do against a team like Bacon. Bacon really, they've struggled over the last couple years. But a team like SCU, you don't want to give Bacon any chance to fight back. Especially last season, some games they had some trouble with Bacon they got out to a slow start, and Bacon almost sometimes a couple games came back and almost caught the Eagles sleeping.
That ball too high and into Banfield. Speaking of home runs, coming into today, Zane was one of the few that had one.
Well, now he's got 2 to join him.
Here's the 2-1. Swung on. This one hit in the air to left
That
field.
may land in no man's land.
Hits the glove of the center fielder, but that one falls down. Well, we saw a lot of that in the Bacon-Ozarks game.
Yeah, just some bad communication between center field and left field. You can tell that nobody broke off because nobody talked. That's what it just looked like. It just looked like nobody was communicating out there. Nobody broke off after they said someone. Because after you see clearly hear ball, 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 or someone says, I got it, I mean, you can clearly see another guy will just break off from his run so they don't collide with each other. But it looked like at the end they were just still heading towards each other. So I think it was just a bad communication issue between center and left for Bacon.
We'll have a courtesy runner for the catcher. This is Drake Sparks. Number 1 takes his place at second. Tyler Reeves up to bat. His first pitch in there, strike 1. The 0-1 to Reeves. Too high, ball 1. We pointed out in the first game the Eagles played, but having that veteran presence at the end of the lineup leading back into the versatility, the potential of the top of the order is a deadly combo.
Yeah. If you got depth up and down the lineup, and then plus also on your bench, it could, like I talked about earlier, it can really help you in the long run in case guys go cold at once in a while, and some guys just may get hot.
Reeves takes strike 3 on the outer edge. Didn't quite agree with that one, but that'll do it for the Eagles in the bottom of 1.
Yeah, that was close, but then again, I mean, if it's close enough, you got to take a hack. But that'll do it for the first inning. Eagles get 5 runs off of 4 hits, 1 error. They leave 1 runner stranded. And do it for Bacone. It goes DeGraffen, Redding, then Wilkett. And we'll bring it after the end of 1. Your Eagles lead at 5-0.
We welcome you back to some Eagle baseball action. It is the top of second. O'Malley on the bump for the Eagles. Deals strike 1 to the leadoff man this inning, Colby DeGraffenreid for the Warriors. We apologize if we're mispronouncing that last name. Can't say it's a common one. DeGraffenreid skies this one out to center, and Cox is there to make the catch for out number 1.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You can clearly see the communication between center field and left field. That once that center fielder immediately called for the ball, the left fielder quickly broke off his run. And I think that's just really what happened for Bacone on that first error for him.
Absolutely, especially with the unfortunate events that have occurred in the outfield recently for the Eagles. You really don't want to see miscommunications that could potentially lead to injury. Your time is called at the plate. This is the shortstop Redding up to bat. Here's Yo O to Redding. Swing and a miss. 0-1. O'Malley is not the type of pitcher to work exceptionally slow and pitch around batters. Popped him up. There's a chance for this to be made, and Boone's there for the catch. 2 quick outs for the Eagles in the top of 2. And just like that, like we say, Connor O'Malley throws right at him.
Yeah, it's like we said, Bacone, that's a team you just got to challenge up. They'll swing the bat, that's for sure. They are an aggressive team, talking with Coach Cummings of Bacone. They're an aggressive team. They like to swing it. And they're not afraid to put ball in play. It's just right now they're just having a hard time kind of putting it where they need to, getting guys on.
1-0 found the zone, 1-1. This is Bo Wilkett, the center fielder for the Warriors, up to bat. O'Malley's 1-1, fouled back, 1-2. This is a dangerous position to be in if you're an opposing batter. With O'Malley up in the count, he can throw just about anything he wants.
Yeah, he's got some pretty nasty off-speed pitches, that's for sure.
Just barely missed the spot outside, 2-2.
Yeah, I think Reeves, where is he at? Second base? I think he's probably inside of his mind thinking like you kind of close to tough for where it was my pitch was near the same.
That 1-2 high, count runs full.
Yeah, I don't want to give the guy a free pass. You don't want to give Wilkett a free pass here.
Here's the pitch. Weak ground ball to Corbin Ford at short. He'll make the play. Out number 3. Good stretch by Joseph Boone.
So that'll do it for the Warriors in the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Do it for SCU. Back to the top of the lineup. Ford, Cox, then Gomez. After 2, moving into the bottom of the second, your Eagles lead at 5-0.
It's the bottom of the second. SU up 5-0 as we return with the top of the lineup. Corbin Ford leading off this inning. His first time around, he had a solo shot to left. See what he can do with the second AB. Swinging at the first pitch. This one's a ground ball through the 5-6 gap. That'll be an easy single for the leadoff man.
Yeah, jumped on that first pitch. If it's there, that's what you got to do for your SCU.
Up next, center fielder Jake Cox. Here's the 0-0. Swung on, hit high in the air to right. Right fielder is under it and makes a catch for out number 1. You've got speed on the base pass with Ford. And in game 1, we saw a lot of bunt attempts from the Eagles. So far, though, and especially with these shortened dimensions, I'm not sure how much we'll be seeing the small ball.
Yeah, I think we'll see more guys just taking hacks. Yeah, like you said, I don't see much small ball this game.
Gomez swinging on the first one. This one's hit high and deep to left center. But the left fielder is there to make the catch this time. Corbin Ford retreats to first. Some good swings, but 2 quick outs.
Yep. I like the aggressive right now by SCU. I mean, you're up 5-0 right now. And then you got O'Malley, who's really kind of been dealing on the mound in those last 2 innings. So yeah, if I'm Blackwell, I'm not worried whatsoever.
Dario Paredes steps into the box. First pitch to him, missed out. Ball 1. Dario had an RBI single in the first. Corbin Ford takes off. He'll be there easily. So the throw was just a bit offline. So count runs 2-0 at the plate. SU gets a man in scoring position. And like we saw in the first, with this kind of speed on the base pass, just a single will be enough to score him. Paredes swings, hits this one hard through the 5-6 gap. Corbin Ford being waved home. There's a bobble in the outfield. He's going to be there easily. As Paredes has himself another RBI. Good piece of 2-out hitting there.
Yeah, very good by Dario right there. Picks up his third, I believe that's his third RBI today between both games.
That pitch missed too high. Joseph Boone looks to extend this inning.
Yeah, it is confirmed Paredes' third RBI on the game today between both games.
Bit of a tough call there. That one is called a strike on the low outside corner. Here's a 1-1. Swung on. Capped left side, but foul. That first strike call was something similar we saw to what happened to Tyler Reeves in the first. So the Eagles will have to be aware of that if that's something that the umpire is going to consistently call a strike.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a 1-2. Too far out that time, 2-2. This one hit to the second baseman. He's going to take the easy out at short, and that'll do it for the Eagles in the bottom of 2. They pick up another run and extend that lead 6-0.
So after 2 innings, the Eagles pick up 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, leave 1 runner stranded. Do it for Bacone. It goes Renfro, Williams, then Briggs. After 2, your Eagles lead at 6-0.
It's the top of 3 here at Palmer Field. Leading it off for the Warriors, number 16, Renfro. O'Malley has been very efficient so far in his first pitch in there, strike 1. The starting pitching today has been a massive boon for the Eagles. In game 1, Corley went 6 innings.
Yeah, I believe you had 6 innings of 5 hits, 2 earned runs, a couple strikeouts, a couple walks. So good start for him.
Absolutely.
After 3 appearances.
And O'Malley gets the strikeouts to start this inning. Yeah, the efficiency and just the way these pitchers are working. They're working fast, they're working confident.
Yeah, and they're going right at people too. They're not getting behind in counts. If they are, they're able to battle back. They're also putting it places that their opposing hitters are hitting it, and it's just right at guys. So right at his defense, and his defense have also backed him up enough to where they're not making him throw extra pitches and running up that pitch count.
Absolutely, it's been a very good defensive effort all around. The 1-1 misses high, 2-1. If you were with us for the Bacone Ozarks game, you saw your fair share of errors, but there wasn't that in the first game that SU played.
No, I believe an error apiece between the two teams, between SU and Ozark, one committed by both. And then the second game was just a lot of errors.
That one hit weakly through the 3-4 gap, but it'll be good for a single. The Warriors have a base runner.
See, that's good by Williams right there for Bacone. Get that early base runner. I mean, even though you got an out, any way you want to start clawing back in this game, you need to start now. You start it early here, especially here in the third.
O'Malley's 0-0, missed too high, 1-0. This is the pitcher Dakota Briggs. 1-0 swung on, but it came up empty, 1-1.
Oh, good swing by Briggs right there.
Nothing happening though as Jake Cox secures it. 2 down. Pretty good swing, but that's been the story of the night so far. It's just kind of hit right at people.
Yeah. It's kind of how it was when the Bacone Ozark game. Just guys got it. They hit it, just happened to be right at people.
Watch out, the grass monster almost got him.
Ooh, scary. Yeah, he's lucky enough sometimes things will creep up on you. Grab you by the ankles.
That is number 1, Coleman, coming in to run, I believe.
That's Andrews, number 1, Andrews.
Yes, correct.
Coleman's up to the plate.
Read the wrong thing on the website. Runner on first, 2 down. This one gets away from Zane. Runner was heading back to first, but he'll make it to second well enough. If that ball hadn't gotten so far away from Banfield, he might have had to play a second.
Yeah, that may have been that will be classified as a pass ball right there.
Here's the 1-0. In the dirt, 2-0.
If Bacone wants to scratch across the run, they need to do it now. Get a good bat on the ball, and Coach Cummings won't be afraid to send this guy around.
This one hit high out of play.
It may still be in. It's still in play. Oh, Paredes just misses it.
That fence there, it tricked me. That's a little bit further back than I thought it was.
Yeah.
So count moves 2-1. 2 down, runner on second. O'Malley set to deliver. Runner goes.
There you go. He's going to send him. That's going to be down in the gap.
I hit the wall in the air. 1 run scores for Bacone. Sliding into second and safe is Coleman. So an RBI double is how the Warriors pick up their first run of the game. Can't ask for much better than that.
No, that was a good piece of hitting right there. Runner took off, kind of almost like a hit and run situation. Uh, but man, it was a good piece of hitting. Was able to get it just enough on it. Got out. I mean, all the way to the wall. Probably about 360 right there.
Here's a 1-0 from O'Malley. Too low, 2-0.
I mean, like I said, if Bacon wants to get into this game, they really need to start clawing their way back, especially now. But they got to run back, so now it's just a five run lead. If they can get across another one right here, I think they'll be in a good spot late for this game.
Big swing, but he came up empty. 2-1. Check swing, fouled back, 2-2.
I'm a little afraid of this fence because you see right here in the middle square, like right, I'd say close, middle second. There's a gap right in between, right under the pole. If one of those was to get under and slip and hit one of this glass, I don't think this glass would hold it.
That's such a low percentage chance, I think.
Hey,
this
is
would
baseball.
be so tough.
This is baseball, man. Things happen. I've seen crazy stuff.
Can't argue with you there. Full count. Here's the pitch. In there. Strike 3. Got him looking. Robinson over 2 with 2 strikeouts today.
That was a good thing by O'Malley right there. Good comeback after giving up that double to right, letting that run come across. This is a good comeback pitch right there. So after the top of the third, the Warriors get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They do leave a runner stranded. Do it for the Eagles. It'll go Browning, Ayers, then Banfield. After now moving into the bottom half of the third, the Eagles lead it 6-1.
We welcome you back to Palmer Field. It's the bottom of 3. SU up to bat. This is Braden Browning leading off. He'll come out swinging, but he comes up empty 0-1. Looked like he got the pitch he was looking for, was just a bit under it. This one hit out to right. Right fielder running back, and he's there to make the catch. 1 away. Not a bad swing by any means, just hit right at him.
Yeah, another just unfortunate thing right there.
Kyler Ayers up to bat. He had a big 3 RBI homer earlier in this one. He'll watch ball 1. If I'm Dakota Briggs right now, I'd be very careful what I leave over the zone. That one fought off 1-1. Breaking ball, found the zone. 1-2. Briggs set to deliver. Here's the pitch. Too high, 2-2. Bears will watch that one go. Full count. And like we've seen all day, the plate discipline for SU on full display. Here's the 3-2. Big swing, but it came up empty. 2 away.
See, this is, I think, where Bacone can play the part of having right now with SCU maybe being a little bit too aggressive. Swinging at pitches that really aren't that close. If I bet you if Briggs, he just doesn't need to leave things over the plate, which is their common mistake pitches.
First pitch to Banfield, too low, 1-0. Zane looking for his first hit of the day. And he'll take it right back up the middle. That'll be a single. Good to see a little bit of reverse commentator's curse coming in on that one.
Yeah.
With Banfield on board, that'll lead to Tyler Reeves at the plate. Drake Sparks returns to the base paths as the courtesy runner. Here's Yo-Oh. Big swing. This one hit high in the air, shallow right. Everyone crashing. It's going to be the right fielder who makes a jump and grab to put the Eagles away.
So, yeah, that'll do it after 3. Eagles, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1 runner stranded. Do it for Bacone. It'll be Bickham, DeGraffin, and then Redding. After 3, your Eagles lead it 6-1.
Number 11, Bickham leads it off for the Warriors here in the top of the 4th. That one foul tipped into the mid, 0-1.
Yeah, Bickham, a DeSoto product. High school really known for their football team, that's for sure. Baseball team's actually pretty good, too, the last couple of years.
He hits this one deep to center. Cox running back towards the wall. Out of
gone.
here. Solo shot for the 3-hole
Again,
Bickham.
see, that's the thing about playing on a smaller field. On airs, I think these last 3 home runs that have been hit, I think, to be honest, they all would have stayed in the park. But here with smaller dimensions, so a drive like that, I mean, probably would have hit our wall. But still, a great hit by Marquise Bickham right there. And the Warriors have cut the lead, 6-2 now.
What a way to lead off an inning.
Yeah.
We saw that from Corbin in the first, and now we're seeing it from the Warriors here in the top of 4.
I mean, like I said last inning, if the Warriors really want to try to win this game today, they got to keep chipping away. And they started in the 3rd, and here they are keeping it going in the 4th.
O'Malley's 0-0 falls in there, strike 1. Cleanup man, DeGraffin Reed is 0 for 1 today. Big swing. This one hit high left side. That is a deep fence, foul territory, drops. Ayers just couldn't make it far enough. Everything in that bullpen is in play.
Yeah, no imaginary line right there for foul.
don't know if we can see it on the picture, but they are massive bullpens over
Yeah.
on the sides.
It's very open, that's for sure. A lot of space.
0-2 skips away, ball one. O'Malley set to deliver the 1-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. Still 1-2. O'Malley already has 4 strikeouts on the day. He's in a good position here to get another.
Yeah, ahead of the count, go right after him. Maybe a little bit of off speed. Or low and away. The umpire loves that pitch. Especially that he loves that location.
Another pitch fouled straight back. 1-2 it remains. Swing and a miss. There's the strikeout we were looking for. 1 away.
Yeah, good curveball right there. I mean, really fell off the table hard. Got to Graffin.
That off-speed stuff O'Malley showcases is nasty. I can speak to that myself. Yo-oh, high and in, ball one. Peyton Redding, the shortstop, up to bat. O'Malley's next offering finds the zone, 1-1. Even when he goes down, he's not down for long. That curveball completely fooled him, 1-2.
Yeah, fell off that table hard right there. Good drop to that pitch.
Same thing. This one's a little dribbler out to the third. Zane will pick it up, but he has no
Yeah.
play at first.
Don't want to risk it.
Swing and bunt gives Redding his first hit of the day, and the Warriors have a man on first, 1 away. Up next, number 10, Wilkett. He'll look to move the runners over and keep this inning going. O'Malley deals the 0-0 just a bit too high, 1-0. Next pitch found the zone, 1-1. This one, line drive
that
out
make
the
it
right.
down.
Braden can't get there, but he knocks it down. Lead runner going 3. Throw in, and that'll keep the runners at the corners. So a single by Bo Wilkett. Picks up his first hit and moves the runner to third.
Yeah, good spot for Bacon right here. Need to scratch off another run or two.
So with runners on the corners and 1 away, Renfroe steps into the box. O'Malley's gotten him once with a strikeout. We'll see how this AB plays out.
If you're O'Malley, you're hoping for a little bit of 2-ball right here. Get out of this inning. Only giving up 1.
Pick off attempt keeps the runner close. I think that's exactly what they're looking for, Ty. Here's Yo-Oh. Swing and a miss on 1. Second pitch falls in there, 0-2. O'Malley way ahead in this count.
Yeah, we may see a curveball right here.
Just missed, low and out.
Oh.
That's that zone that's
Yeah.
Kind of been there, kind of not all day.
Umpire really likes that outside pitch. Maybe it's just a little bit too low for his liking.
1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, but fouled ball.
What did I just tell you?
You're kidding
What
me.
did I just tell you?
You're kidding me.
Holy moly, it scared me up here.
It actually went through? That's such a tiny gap.
It broke one of the things, too.
I can't believe that.
What did I tell you?
I cannot believe
I told you that would happen.
That's such a tiny gap. All right.
I'd say it's probably about 3 inches. 3, 4.
1-2 popped up. This one's coming towards the stands. If these windows open, I can get it. Oh, no. It's actually stayed in play and Zane caught it. 2 away. Runner stayed at the corners. O'Malley will now face number 23, Williams.
Yeah, the catcher for Bacone. Got a decent bat. Got a decent swing. Single will definitely score the runner from third. But if O'Malley can get out of this with just giving up 1, he'll take that.
Here's the pitch. Too far out, 1-0. Braden Williams, 1 for 1 today, looking to keep that streak alive. Here's the 1-0. Found the zone, 1-1. One to the plate. Just a bit too high, looks like. 2-1. This one's a soft hit ground ball to Reeves at second. He'll go to first and in time for the outs. A little bit of a jam, but O'Malley gets out of it. Score remains 6-2.
The Warriors, after the top of the 4th, they get 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They leave 2 runners stranded. Do it for the Eagles. It goes Ford, Cox, then Gomez. And as we move into the bottom of the 4th, your Eagles lead it 6-2.
Corbin Ford leads off the inning for the Eagles. It's the bottom of 4. Southwestern Christian up 6-2. The 0-0 Delta Ford. Too low, says the umpire. Ball 1. Corbin Ford, 2 for 2 today. He has a solo home run to left. Here's the 1-0. Too far out. 2-0. Well, we saw the Eagles get out of a jam in the top half of this inning.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're looking to extend that lead just in case it happens again.
Yeah, they need to.
This one hit hard in the left. Left fielder backpedaling, and he'll make the catch at the wall.
That left fielder, man, he's like 5 steps from the wall. Smart, though. Very smart. Yeah, Bacone has only hit – excuse me. SCU's only hit one thing that's been shallow. That was right out in kind of right center. But everything else has been directly at the wall, especially with these smaller dimensions. So yeah, it's probably pretty smart to be playing right near the wall if you're Bacone.
Jake Cox comes out swinging at the first pitch. This is lined into the left center gap. He's rounding first, looking to head second to throw in. Not in time.
Looks like the second baseman and shortstop of Bacone had a little bit of communication issue. I mean, Cox was looked like the throw was about gonna maybe get there just in time to maybe make somewhat of a play, but the shortstop quickly just knocked it down and cut it off, and the second baseman kind of gave him a look like probably could have had him if he just didn't let it, if he just let it roll through.
This brings up the DH, Yours Gomez. Gomez takes ball one in the dirt.
I think maybe some problems for Bacone. I think is just maybe it's the small stuff. It's communication stuff, things that have maybe caused them a little bit more trouble than what they, a little bit too much trouble for them.
Gomez, jam shot, left side, shortstop there to make the catch. Yours Gomez 0 for 3 on the day, but he's been swinging the bat. No strikeouts.
Yeah, it's Blackwell and Blackwell kind of gave a little bit of yell to Gomez to finish out his run. That's another thing I think Coach Blackwell especially preaches on, that guys need to finish out their runs, especially even if you're out, you need to.
Paredes hits a shot left side but foul. 0-1. He smoked that ball.
Yeah, Coach Blackwell maybe had to dance out of the way for that one.
Here's 0-1. Swung on. Hit in between the short and third baseman. Jake Cox makes it home safely. Throw to second, though. As Paredes looks to take two. He came off the bag, and the tag was there. A bit of a... couldn't quite stop his momentum after he got to the bag, and it cost him that time. Interesting development, but that will do it for the Eagles in the bottom of 4.
Yeah, Eagles no runs off of 2 hits, no errors. They leave 1 runner stranded, and after 4 innings, your Eagles still lead at 6-2 over the Warriors.
Welcome back to Palmer Field. It is the top of the 5th. SU leading it 6-2 over the Bacone Warriors. New pitcher on the bump for the Eagles. This is number 22, Gavin Soker. Soker deals strike 1 to Dakota Briggs. The dual pitcher DH on the Warriors lineup card today. 1 from Gavin finds his own 0-2. We have a bit of a score update. That run that Jake Cox had in the last half inning did in fact count, so it is actually 7-2 as the play is made at first for out number 1. We have actually another substitution because that, I believe, is Colton Kleinsmith behind the plate. One away here in the top of 5. Gavin deals. Strike 1. Oh, one missed, low and out. 1-1.
Who is this? He's not number 10 in our roster. He's not in the lineup at all.
Soker set to deal. Swing and a miss. Looks like that one might have gotten Colton just a little bit.
That's what I freaking hate the most.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Gavin Soker here in the top 5. 2 away for the Eagles. Gavin carrying on the pitching tradition so far today, working fast, being incredibly efficient. As that one misses out for ball 1. Next pitch in there, strike 1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One two pitch too far out. Couldn't get him to go. 2-2. At 1 too far out. Full count. Here's the full count from Soker. Just missed. Full count walk. So Warriors get a base runner on, but with 2 outs, we'll see how much it matters.
Okay, I'm good.
Up to bat, number 11, Beckham.
Yeah, Marquise Bickham here. Homered last over center. See if he can try to do something again.
Gavin will be a tough pitcher to get it off of, though. Say his stuff is elusive is an understatement. Swing and a miss. I believe that's the second one this inning that's hit Kleinsmith behind the plate.
Ouch.
If it's tough to catch, you know it's tough to hit. Here's the pitch. Too far out. Count runs 2-1. Foul ball, 2-2. Twos across the board. Gavin set to deal. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with the high cheese.
So, yeah, that'll do it for the Warriors in the top of the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors. They do leave a runner stranded. Do it for SCU. It goes Joseph Boone, Braden Browning, and Kyler Ayers. And as we move into the bottom half, your Eagles lead it 7-2 over the Warriors.
Bottom of 5. We're more than halfway through this one. Joseph Boone set to lead it off this inning for the Eagles as they work to maintain their 7-2 lead. Maybe, perhaps, even expand upon it here. Dakota Briggs still on the mound for the Warriors. He deals ball 1 low. 1-0 to Boone. Swung on. This one hit hard but out of play. 1-1. Big swing on the 1-1, but fought off. Joseph Boone 0 for 2 on the day, but with no strikeout, so he has been very aggressive at the plate, putting balls in play. Here's the 1-2. This one hit high out to left center. Looks like the left fielder is there to make the catch. 1 away.
Good communication right there between the center field and left fielder right there. Center fielder immediately went to back up this left fielder. Nobody argued over it, so that was just a good play by Bacon altogether. And that's how Bacon really is kind of they've stayed in this game. Last game it got really ugly for them and fast, but this game they're keeping it somewhat close. I mean they are down 5 runs still, but it's you can tell it's kind of a competitive ball game.
Brandon Browning up to bat. Here's the 0-0 to the right fielder. Just found in the outer corner. 0-1. That one too high and out. 1-1. Big swing by Browning, but he came up empty. 1-2. Too low. 2-2. As we mentioned before, the plate discipline from all SU hitters has been pretty commendable today. That one hit to the shortstop, who is unable to make the play in the field, and Browning will reach first safely.
Yeah, unfortunately, that will go down as an E6 for Browning.
So with that, the Eagles have a base runner on with 1 away. Kyler Ayers steps into the box. The lefty batter is 1 for 2 with a 3-run home run. Swings at the first pitch, hit hard through the 3-4 gap. Browning being waved to third. Ayers will hold up at first. Well hit single puts runners on the corners for the Eagles here in the bottom of 5.
Yeah, that error is really hurting them right now for the Warriors.
The errors or the errors? Because both is true.
Both. But as of right now, that error at shortstop really is hurting them right now. Because right now you could have 2 outs after just giving up that base hit with a runner on first, 2 down. But unfortunately now you have 8 runners on first and third.
Ayers takes off. The throw to second, not in time. He was there and easily.
But continuing that thought, now, I mean, you got runners in scoring position. You could have 2 outs with just 1 guy on, but now you only have 1 out, 2 guys on. And it looks like we're about to maybe interference.
Looks like they are going to call him out on perhaps, I think you're right, on an interference.
Yeah, it may have been an interference call by the SU hitter.
Wish we could see the replay on that one, but call stands. So that makes two away, runner on third. Runners on first and third, rather. Unfortunate first AB for Colton Kleinsmith there. Hate getting out on technicalities like that. Tyler Reeves hits a ground ball to second baseman who fields it, goes first in time for out number 3. It's what could have been a pretty big inning for the Eagles, unfortunately squandered by a batter's interference there. We bring it back for some 6th inning action here at Palmer Field. Gavin Soker's first pitch hit but fielded cleanly by Dario Paredes over at third, and he'll make the throw well in time for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. You're in the top of 6, and that is good news if you're an Eagles fan. The Warriors, although still aggressive, aren't quite maximizing what they could be getting out of their at-bats right now. Soker deals a ball too far in, 1-0. Soker's next offering does find the zone, 1-1. Big swing, fouled straight back and out of play, 1-2. Here's a 1-2. Swing on and missed. 2 away.
All right, guys, tell me what's happened these 2 outs. First guy.
With the pitcher like Gavin on the mound, you've got to be very mindful of what you're swinging at. He'll miss outside, ball 1 with this one. But if you get behind an account against a veteran arm like this, it's not going to be a fun time. Ball 2 dealt too low. That one found the outer half, 2-1. Soker in his motion, delivers. Swung on, put out a play, 2-2. Just like that, the count runs even once more. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
So they don't explain it very well with these codes. Yeah.
Very good location, but just a bit low, I believe. Count runs full, 2 outs. Here's the 3-2. Weak ground ball, fouled off of the batter. Three two, too far out, drew a walk. That was number 10 Wilkett up to bat, and that'll lead to number 16 Renfro. Well, that's been about the only way the Warriors can get a base runner on against Gavin is by staying in there until fighting for a walk. We'll see again how much it matters with 2 away here in the top 6. Gavin's first pitch, too far out. The 1-0. Swung on. Weak ground ball. Left side. Dario's there to field it. Makes the throw across the diamond. Great stretch by Joseph Boone, and it is in time for out number 3. Great defensive effort by the third baseman, Dario Paredes. And like we said, a great stretch by Joseph Boone. That keeps this game 7-2 as we head into the bottom of 6. Bottom of the 6th, Corbin Ford up to bat. He will look at ball 1 as we are underway with the last few innings, or half innings, I should say. 1-0 swung on. This one fouled way out of play. 1-1. Well, we've had a great baseball game so far. A lot of power being shown off and a lot of great defense. As this game winds down, we'd like to thank everyone that tuned in today for any of the games. We hope we were somewhat entertaining. Ford fouls the next one straight back 1-2. And we'd like to invite you to come back out and tune in tomorrow for more great SU baseball. And even if you're feeling up to it, a little bit of SU basketball later in the day. 1-2, the count at the plate. Here's the pitch. Too high, 2-2. 2-2, swung on, hit high into the infield. This one will be called by the second baseman who's there to make the catch. One away. Stepping into the box, number 2, Jake Cox. Cox, the center fielder, has seen plenty of action today. See what he can do with this AB. Here's the 0-0. Just missed inside, 1-0. Just a bit high and out. 2-0. If I know anything about this Eagles lineup, it's that even though this game feels pretty close to being over, none of these guys will want to let that bat go to waste. They will always be out there to swing. Here's the 2-0. Swung on. This one hit into shallow right. Defender scratching hard. No one can get to it. Cox makes it to first safely. Up next for the Eagles, Yours Gomez, the DH. Yours has had a bit of an unfortunate game at the plate. I believe he is 0 for 3 now. But none of those outs are strikeouts. We'll see how he swings it here if he can pick up that first hit. Takes an inside strike, going 1.
I don't really count singles. If it hits somebody in the glove.
Cox took off. This one hit into shallow right. That's going to drop. Cox going 3. Yours rounding first. Jake held up at third by Coach Blackwell. Yours baits a throw. No one's there to catch it. Cox is going to score, and Yours is going to make it to second on the misplay by the Warriors. Excellent heads-up base running by Yours Gomez to bait that throw over to first. No one was even near that throw. With that run crossing the plate, it's 8-2 Eagles. Up to bat now, Dario Perez. He'll take that ball in the inner half. Here's the pitch. Swung on, but it came up empty. Count runs 2-1. That one fouled back out of play, 2-2. Two pitch. Bit low, count runs full. And he walked him. Paredes draws the walk, keeps this inning going for SU. Runners on first and second, no one down. And in steps Joseph Boone. Looks like we'll have a pinch runner there. That is number 4, Trey Weldon. Joseph Boone, a known threat with runners in scoring position. See what he can do here. First pitch, swung on hard back up the middle, fielded by the pitcher. He's going to go 2. They get 1 out. Throw to first in time for 2. That'll do it for the Eagles in the bottom of 6. But SU picks up a run to extend that lead to 6. It is an 8-2 ball game here at Palmer Field. We'll bring it back for what could be the Warriors' last chance. Welcome to the top of the 7th here at Palmer Field. We are witnessing what could be Bacon's last chance in this ball game. It's an 8-2 lead for the Eagles, so the Warriors definitely have their work cut out for them, especially with Gavin Soker on the mound, who just dealt strike 1 to make it a 1-1 count. Yeah, this is a scary situation for the visiting Warriors. They've got to string a couple hits together. This one's a ground ball hit to Joseph Boone at first, who fields it cleanly and is in time for the out. 1 away, and that'll bring up number 2 Orso for the Warriors. Try and get something happening here in the top 7. There's been a lot of good things that have happened today for the Eagles. The pitching has shown up, the bats have shown up, and I know if you're the coaching staff, you like what you see and you're feeling really good about tomorrow. Here's the 1-0 from Soker. Missed, low and out, ball 2. Missed. Runs the count up 3-0. Speaking of tomorrow, all 3 teams you saw today will be back out for some more action. 3-0 pitch. Found the zone, strike 1. 3-1 from Soker. Took, and he walked him. Orso finds his way to first. That'll bring up number 4 Coleman for the Warriors. The Eagles not in the... they're not worried, let's just say. Gavin comes set, prepares to deal. Here's the 0-0. Low and out, but blocked by Kleinsmith. Good job by the catcher there. That one fouled way out of play. 1-1. Gavin comes set. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, but too high. Missed. 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Popped weakly up right side, but looks like that one's going to land out of play. Coleman manages to stay alive. 1-2 the count at the plate. One away, a runner on first for the Warriors. Coleman doing all he can to stay alive in this AB. Get the bat into the next man's hand. He'll watch ball 2. Two pitch, barely missed the outer half. Count runs full once again. Gavin comes set, prepares to deal, runner goes. Swung on, weakly hit right back up the middle. This isn't going to be a 2 ball, but the throw by Corbin Ford is in time to get the out at first. Excellent base running decision to go there. Prevents the runners from getting doubled up. And the Warriors have a chance, a small one, but a chance, to stay in this. Number 28, Robinson, steps into the box. Here's Gavin's first pitch. Bit too high, ball 1. One-0. Swung on, hit out to shallow right. Browning crashing hard. He's going to let this one drop. Runner held up at third as the throw makes its way to home. And that'll put runners on the corners for the Warriors. A good piece of hitting by the 2-hole. Keeps this inning alive for Bacone. This is number 11, Bickham. Bickham, a dangerous hitter in the Warriors lineup. He has a chance to do some damage here. Swings on the first one. This one hit deep to right. Browning turns his head and runs. That one hits the base of the wall. That's going to score 1. Bickham rounding first. He's going to be diving into second and safe with 1 RBI double, as Robinson was held up at third. So here in the top of the 7, the Warriors pick up another run. I believe that makes it 8-3, Eagles' favor. Runners on second and third. 2 away. Gavin's first pitch in there, strike 1. This is number 9, Graffenried. Oh, 1, barely missed outside, 1-1. Graffenried is 0 for 3 on the day with the strikeout. He's really got to find something deep within him to come up clutch here and keep this inning alive. Swinging on this one, it's a weak ground ball, left side. Ford misses the backhand. That's going to score 1. Runner being sent home. Here's the throw from left. Ayers' throw is on line and in time to get the out at home, and that will do it here at Palmer Field. An excellent effort by number 11, Bickham, but he just wasn't fast enough to get in before Ayers' throw from left. And that will do it for the game and for today. Eagles pick up the win, 8-4. We want to thank you once again for tuning in and encourage you to watch tomorrow as the Eagles return for some more SCU baseball. Thank you and have a good night.